It's Election Day. You have 2 more hours to cast your vote.
And you can decide whether to continue with a party divide in the state capitol or give Republicans absolute power with a new Senate majority. One of the big races is in the 6th district between Democratic incumbent Ralph Northam and Republican Ben Loyola Jr. Then on your side's Andy Fox, live in Norfolk now, where voters are making their choice. What's the latest, Andy?
Well, you know, the voter turnout this year is not supposed to be great because it's considered an off-election year, but we're here at Ocean View Elementary School, and there's only really one contested race on the entire ballot, and that's the state Senate race between Ben Loyola and the incumbent Ralph Northam. But they've already received 12% voter turnout here. Now, you might think that's low, but this is supposed to be a low voter turnout. And there's only one thing on the ballot, and they're coming out for the Senate race because if the Republicans pick up a net gain of 2 seats in the state Senate, they will effectively control all chambers of state government for only the 2nd time since Reconstruction. We spoke with the election officer earlier to find out exactly what's been going on here today.
Well, I do feel that we've had a very good flow of people coming in today, and I think it's pretty good, and people are much more aware of the election process, and they are participating.
By our own calculation, 12% voter turnout already, and it's only 4:30 when we're interviewing you. That's pretty good.
I think that's real good, especially for a ballot that only has a few races on it. I think that's very good.
But one of them is state Senate, which is supposed to be a very competitive one, and Republicans are trying to take over the Senate. Do you think that spurred interest in this precinct?
I don't think so. I just think that individuals are more aware of the voting process and how we can really make a difference. And if we look at kind of some of the things that have been going on within the last few months in the country, people feel that they do have a voice now. And I think people are feeling a lot better about having a voice in what's happening in the country. And I think this is reflective of it.
There's a lot of anger in the country and a lot of protests. That's what you're alluding to. Is that what you see?
Well, I don't say it's anger. I think it's people are becoming more aware of what's going on. And by people speaking up, and they are aware of the different things and are reading papers more, looking at the internet more, speaking in communities more. So I don't think it's the anger. I think it's the fact that we realize that we have the right to vote without having to worry about anything, and that's what's inspiring a lot of people coming out of all ages.
This is considered to be an off-election year, but I always find that troubling because every seat in the state Senate is up and every seat in the House of Delegates is up. So it's really not an off-election year when you think about it in Virginia.
I never think it's an off-election year because I truly feel that politics are local and you need to really start locally. I mean, you've got the top, but you've got us right here in the community. So I've never considered any election off either.
And we want to thank Paulette Benson, the election official here. That's a very unusual interview. We appreciate her talking to us. You usually don't get those election officials to talk about that, to talk about the trends, and to talk about why people might be coming out. The other big race, guys, is on the peninsula. It is the 1st District Senate race, and it's John Miller against Mickey Chauhan, and that is a big one. That is, after all is said and done, will have been a $2 million Senate seat. So the Republican Party and the Democratic Party putting up a lot of money to try to control the Senate, and it's going to be a long night. 10 on your side there every step of the way. Guys, we'll have another update coming up for you on Wavy News 10 at 5:30. Guys, back to you.
All right, Andy Fox live in Norfolk for us. Thank you.